Hi, I thought today we could do something a little bit different. We could do the scavenger hunt TBR book challenge. And I don't remember who was the first person that I saw doing this, but I saw some people doing it. So I'm looking at the questions right now. That's why I'm looking here to the side. But I opened on Storygraph, there is this challenge by Koala underline reader, and there is a selection, I think it's 10 questions, and basically the answer to each question will lead to the next one, the book that we will read. And on Storygraph, the challenge is basically you need to read these books. I'm not going to read these books, I'm going to just read the final one. But let's start. So the first question on this challenge teaches the first challenge prompt is the most recently added book in your TBR. So by the way, I'm going to leave a link to this challenge from that is on Storygraph on the description box, but let's go to the first question. So the last added book to my TBR is actually 3 because I bought them at the same time. We have The Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent. Then we have Legendary by Stephanie Garber, and then Finale by also Stephanie Garber. These are the second and the third books in the Caravels trilogy, but because they are sequels, I think I'm going with The Strange Sally Diamond for this answer because it is a standalone. So the second question is, what color was mostly on that cover? Read a book with the complementary color on the cover. So it's green, it's lime green that is on the cover. So what do I have that also has lime green? I have Wayward, but it is not very limey. Do I have anything else? I know for a fact there isn't anything else there. I think I'm going with Wayward because it's the closest thing I'm seeing my TBR at the moment. So the second question, the answer will be Wayward. The third question is, what is the most common letter in the title of the last book you read for this challenge? Find a book with a title that starts with the letter. So Wayward. I think it's W. I need to stick on to my TBR, or can we go to other books? Because this is the scavenger hunt TBR book challenge, I think I'm going to stick just with my TBR. So Wayward, something with W. Wildfire by Hannah Grace starts with W, so this will be our third answer. The fourth question is, go to the acknowledgements of the last book. What name did you first see? Find a book written by an author with a name. So acknowledgements. Erin. The first book, it's Erin. So do I have anything by an Erin? I do, in my face. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstein. So this is the answer for the fourth question. The fifth question is, go to page 34, line 6 of the book you just read. How many words are there in the line? Divide that number by 3. That's the amount of words the title of our next book should be. So I still haven't read it, but I hope I don't spoil myself. But page 34, line 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thunders with applause for the man on stage, hidden in the shadows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need to use the calculator. Calculator, where are you? Okay, 11 divided by 3. We have 3.6. So something between 3 and a 4-letter title. Let's go with Good Girl, Bad Blood, or my version is translated to Portuguese, Boa Garota Nunca Mais by Holly Jackson. We have 4 words. So this is the fifth book. Now let's go to the sixth question. What object did you first see on the cover of the last book? Find another book with the same object on the cover. It's a tape. I saw a tape. Do we have anything with a tape? Maybe the novella? No, we have a plate here. Anything with a tape. I don't really have a tape. A book with a tape on the cover. So let's pick another book for the fifth question, which is a 3 to 4-letter title. Let's go to The Lost Daughter by Elena Ferrante, and the first object that I see in this cover to answer as question 6 it's a bunch of houses and buildings, so something with that. Let's see what we have. I think I'm gonna go with Babel because it's also kind of this cityscape kind of situation. So the answer for question number 6 is Babel. Question number 7 is find a book with the same amount of pages as the last book you end with it. Okay, how many pages do we have on Babel? Don't spoil myself. Okay, 542 pages.
2 hours later.
Okay, I think this is the closest we will get, which is no. Oh yeah, this is the closest we will get because this one has 541 pages and it is All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. So this will be the answer. And then later on, I'll figure out how to organize this mess that I may try to figure out a book with the same amount of pages. Question number 8 is find another book with a title that has the same amount of letters as the last book and read it. All roads lead here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A book with 17 letters. The title, let's see. Ooh, I found it. For a moment I thought I wouldn't find something, but The Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler also has 17 letters. So that's the answer for question 8. Now let's go to question 9, which is flip to any page in the book you just read and pick a random word. Next book title should have that word in the title. But do you have anything with a but? Let's pick another word. Mild. We don't have anything with mild. When. We might have something with when. I don't think we have anything with when. Oh god. Hood. You have hood. For this one I do have an answer. Where is that book? Now I lost the book. No, it's here. Hood. It's found the ground. But we have Robin Hood. So Robin Hood, answer to answer 9, and then the last question. Find something that really sticks out from the cover of the last book and find a book that has either in the title or in the cover a horse or trees. Something that is a horse or trees. We have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. So let's read Wildfire for this video. Yay, finally. Let's get to the reading. And also let's organize this mess.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new.
If the lighting is bad, I'm sorry, but it's just that the lighting it is in that situation that it is a little bit weird. If I turn on the headlights, the overhead lights, the lighting will be a little bit weird and a little bit too bright for the camera. And if I turn on the ring light, it will also be a little bit too light for the camera. But the sun, the way it is shining inside this room, I'm not sure. It's in that weird midway part where it is neither too light, neither too dark. But let's get to the first impressions of Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I am 124 pages into this book, exactly. So I feel like I can give you already some first impressions of this book. Wildfire, we follow Russ and Aurora. Russ, he is the shy guy in the first book of the series. In Icebreaker, he fake dates Stacy for like 5 seconds. And he's just this very shy, quiet boy, but also he's a really nice person. And he has trouble with his family because his father has a gambling addiction, which leads him to abusing of alcohol and saying some very nasty stuff for him. And then you have Aurora. She comes from a very wealthy family, but she has also daddy issues because her father basically he doesn't care about her. He says he's going to show up at important life events in her life, and then he just doesn't show up. He's very much an absent father, and the only thing he does for her is pay for her bills. And Russ and Aurora, they meet during a party at the house Russ is living in, at the hockey house where Russ just moved in. And they have a one night stand. It ends kind of awkwardly due to a miscommunication, and they think they are never going to talk with each other, never going to see each other again. And then they show up to this camp where they are both going to work as camp monitors for the whole summer, and they find each other because they are both monitors at this camp. Russ is there because he needs the money, and Aurora is there because she has gone to this camp her whole life, and she wants to go in a self-discovery journey, and she thinks going back to a place she knows she feels comfortable at, it will be a good starting point for her to go on this self-discovery journey and to change her life and to change her self-sabotaging ways. So far, it is very much cliche rom-com. There are some very much cliche sayings and things that happens during this book so far, but it is a good time. The writing, if I remember correctly, is a little bit better from the writing from Icebreaker. I definitely have less snarky remarks when it comes to the writing, but it is a good time. Will this book ever win the Pulitzer? No. Is this book the best piece of literary masterpiece kind of book? No, but it is a good time. It's doing its job, and I want to go back to reading it and see where it leads. So let me go back to Wildfire and then I'll give you an update. Oh, before I go, between me starting reading this book and right now, I saw someone comment online that the characters on the cover, they're very much giving, are they dating or are they sibling vibes? And now I can't see, so I'm sharing it with you just so now you can also nod and see, because it's so true. It's so true. It's, are they dating, are they siblings? I finished reading Wildfire and I ended up giving this book 4 stars. So overall, I thought this was just a cute, fluffy rom-com, a good palate cleanser, and if you just want a good time, you want to have fun, just be entertained, I think Wildfire, it's just such a good choice. And another thing about Wildfire, that as a reader and as a person that read Icebreaker, and I actually really enjoyed Icebreaker, but also kind of a writing nerd, something that really made me proud was the writing of this book. It isn't anything special, anything exceptional, but it just felt better than the one on Icebreaker. It felt more refined, the plot felt more refined, and just as a reader, I think it's cool to see Hannah Grace evolve in this way, but it is still very much fluffy, and the side characters, they are, I was going to say adorable, but they are lovable side characters, they are lovable main characters, and I just had a really good time reading Wildfire. Can't say that much about my copy of this book because for some reason this back cover kind of started to rip. I need to maybe put something to put it back together, and for some reason there is some scratching here, and this book was sitting on my bedside table the whole time. The only time it wasn't on my bedside table was when I was reading, and I don't know, for some reason it ripped and it scratched, and I wasn't really throwing this book around. But yes, that's it for Wildfire. If you read this book, please let me know your thoughts on the comments, because it's just so cute. And yeah, I just liked Wildfire. It is cheesy, it is predictable, it is just a cute, fluffy rom-com, and sometimes that's what we need. And now I'm excited to read, I think it's Daydream, which is Henry's book. Not sure when I will read that one though. It is not on my priority list, but I would love to read it in the near future. But this is it for this video. If you liked it, please consider leaving a like and consider subscribing to the channel so you can get more bookish or fashion related videos on your subscription box. And I hope to see you again for another video very soon. Bye!